Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and we're back here in Train World following a brand new train that didn't actually exist the last time you were with me. Yeah, a few weeks have passed since the last episode I recorded for Train World, and as we've come to expect, developer has added a whole slew, a raft, lots of updates to the game, including some very nice tutorial sessions. So when you first go into the game now, on the main menu you'll see an option for tutorials. If you've got any questions about some of the more intricate parts of the game, or if you're brand new to the game, then do go and look through those. They are actually rather nicely done and tell you pretty much all you need to know. There are some things, of course, you have to discover on yourself in terms of how to make things more efficient and effective, but they give you a good solid grounding. Anyway, what have we done since you were last with me? We have added connection to Memphis. You may recall, if you're with me for the last episode, which I do apologise was a little while ago, we have extended our lines into this brand new region that we acquired in the last episode of Memphis. So we did previously have a simple route from Indianapolis to Detroit, just to get us going and put something into that new region. I have extended that line now down to Memphis and provided a local service between Detroit and must be the train there. Yep, that's the Detroit to Memphis line, which is okay, losing money at the moment, but it is brand new, so maybe okay. And this new high-speed route between the capital cities of Memphis and Seattle down there, which actually passes through a number of other stations en route, which is potentially a bit of an issue. In fact, shall we have a look? I don't think there's a... Actually, there might be a problem in Detroit. Yeah, do you know what? I said Detroit just like that, and it suddenly popped into my mind, Panic in Detroit. Fabulous David Bowie song from Aladdin Sane. Yeah, if you're too young to know that era David Bowie, or it's just not part of what you listen to, then do check it out. It's a wonderful album, very much of its time, and that is a cracking tune, Panic in Detroit. Anyway, so we have got this train going through Detroit, and there are already, I think, a couple of trains. Yeah, there are two trains that already stop at Detroit. We've got the Detroit to Memphis and the Indy to Detroit. Actually, where does our... No, sorry, I was talking about this train here. Yeah, that goes through there. So that allows me to introduce one of the really funky new concepts that's been recently added into the game. It kind of has been possible for a little while now, but it's been refined and tuned, and more features have been added to it recently. So let's have a look at that. And that is the way of controlling trains in stations, and allows us to create sidings. Now, which train is this? Okay, I'm going to let you go through because you're going to pass right through this station. Can you go a bit faster, please? There you go. Okay, now the thing with sidings, what we've got trains that come into Detroit here. Almost forgotten what it was called. We've got the Detroit to Memphis. Let's bring the other one up as well. That is Indy to... that's that button there. That's it. So if I bring you up, and then I can get rid of you and get rid of you, and you are both going on your platform 1, your platform 2. That's good. Okay, so what we can do, we can create sidings here, which means the train comes into the station, the number of passengers that it needs to load up aren't ready yet, because they do take a time to sort of wander into the station. You know how it is. So rather than the train waiting at the platform, it just goes off somewhere for a bit of a tea break, waits for those passengers to turn up, comes back into the station and then carries on its merry way, leaving the platform and the track alongside the platform absolutely clear for through services like the Seattle to Memphis route train that we saw then, goes straight through the station without interruption. So can I remember how to do this? This is going to be the thing. Can I show you this efficiently and effectively? So we've got this train which is going from there. Okay. So what we could do, I think, yeah, let's do it up here, I think. So what we'll do, we'll take this track here and run it along here. We're going to keep it parallel so it kind of stays, it all looks like part of the same thing. Oh, now the thing here, let's stop that for a second. I want to know how long this train is. So can I go into this, edit the train, and it is 160 meters long. Okay, so we're going to need a siding of at least 160 meters. So, and again, this is quite, well, with steam age, trains will get longer. So we need this to be probably a good deal longer than 160. So let's take you up here, and it tells me the length here, the rail's length. I believe that's what it's telling me there. Can I keep you parallel there? Be nice if you were parallel. 206. Ooh, let's make it about 220. There you go. We'll put you there. And we could actually do the same for the other train coming out here. Can I get you parallel there? There you are. We'll assume a similar length, actually. I'm not sure if they are, but we'll actually, let's zoom in closer so I can actually make sure that I've connected to that end point there. There you go. Oh, you're 205. Okay. I need you to be up to, there you go. We obviously I started out at different points there by the look of it. Okay, so we do that. Then what we're going to do, we're going to put a signal at the end of the sidings. Now this makes use of a feature that we saw in some of my very first videos for the game, Train World, where we could have trains flip around. This makes use of that feature. So if you remember, freight trains normally do a loop around the station to come in and then go out again, always sort of facing forward. But it's possible to use a length of track like this, a kind of siding kind of space, stick a signal at the end, and then they'll actually run up to the signal and then flip in the way that trains don't, then go back out the freight station and carry on their journey. Okay, so which service is coming? Let's look at the Indy one to start with. So you're coming in on this platform here. So this is Detroit. Okay. What we'll do here, we need to edit this route. What we're going to say is after Detroit, come up to this signal here. There you go. And then go back to Detroit, having gone to that signal, back there. And I think this is important. Well, it certainly says do this in the tutorial. It goes back to the same platform. Okay, so we've got that done. But what we'll do here is we can say wait at the signal either for a certain amount of time or until all the passengers are ready to board. Okay, let's say wait for all the Indianapolis passengers to board or to be on the platform. So if I accept that for a second, I want to check what the sort of speed rating is for getting passengers. 79. Oh, it goes up to 174. That is quite a big gap. It's 100 passengers we're waiting for. Okay. I don't think we'll wait for them to all turn up. So what we'll do is we will simply wait at this signal for a certain amount of time. Let's say, oh, can I, oh no, turn off the auto wait, do that. Say 5 minutes. Yeah, that seems reasonable. We'll do that for that one. There we go. That's all confirmed, I think. And then we had the Detroit to, that's it, the Detroit to Memphis, which comes in on the other platform. So let's do exactly the same thing for this. So we'll edit this route. And at Detroit North, we're going to come into platform 2 and then come out here to signal 593 and then go back to Detroit North 2. Same platform. Good. How many people? Let's have a look at this. There you go. Memphis. Do Do you know what? I'm going to have it wait in Detroit till it's full of passengers. So we'll put in, no, not there, there, for Memphis. That's it. And we'll take it off there. We'll just have it waiting, say, 7 minutes at Memphis. 6 minutes, that'll do. So there we are. So what will happen now is that the train will come in from Memphis. It'll arrive at Detroit North. It will disembark or unload, whichever, the passengers or the freight. This works equally well for freight as well as passengers. I'm using it for passengers, but it works just as well for freight. They will disembark, and if the full load of passengers going back from Detroit to Memphis isn't ready yet, the train will scuttle off to the signal here, wait in the sidings until that number is ready, and it'll come back into the station, hey presto, pick them all up and head straight back on out again. Yeah, so leaving that platform totally clear while it's waiting for those passengers to board, so our express services can go straight on through. Do I need signals here to say... I don't think I need signals, do I? But I might want some... Have I got any signals around here to control all these switches? Oh yeah, I've got signals there to control the switches. That is fine. The question is, of course, do we actually have any trains? Oh, we've got this... What are you doing there? Oh, which train are you? Hang on. You are... Oh, the Detroit to Memphis. So you are that one there. You've got no passengers on at the moment. So you're going to go into the siding. And you're going to sit there and wait. Excellent. Until all those passengers from Memphis, all 174 of them, are ready to go. That is so neat.
A few minutes later.
And you're doing that as well. Excellent. But the great thing, of course, is they do unload their passengers when they first come in, so they don't carry their load into the siding. Isn't that wonderful? That is so useful. Anyway, I just noticed a contract had been fulfilled. So one of our contract trains, you'll be going into the depot shortly, and we should have a Seattle to Fort Worth service that needs fulfilling. It's not even $1 million for this, but it might be worth doing. This train here, which I imagine is just going into the depot as we speak. Once it gets into the depot, we can either send it on that rather meagre... Oh, we've got a new contract just turn up. Oh, it did say that there. Indianapolis to Memphis. It's worth a bit more, isn't it? Now, we don't actually have a freight station in Memphis, so I'm not going to do that one. What I want to do is, to boost my reputation, is to get more of these passenger connections serviced. So that's what we'll focus on in Memphis today. Oh, it's in the depot now. Right, so contract train 1. Contractor 1, you can go on Seattle to Fort Worth. Yep, we can do that. That shouldn't be a problem. So you change this route entirely, in fact. And you are going to go from Seattle Freight to Fort Worth Freight up there. And then there's a depot up here somewhere. There you go. And you can do that for me. There you go. Nice job. So where else do we want to go from here? Where can we extend our lines? Does people in Detroit want to go anywhere else? Well, actually, we've got this. Oh, we could do a freight service. We have got this one industry here, haven't we? Which is taking corn to produce. What is that? Oh, that is. Don't know what that is. Don't matter really, though. But yeah, let's put a freight service in here actually then. So from Baltimore, we're going to have a guideline here, up here, and we can come round this side up. Ooh, actually, if we go, actually, let's get rid of that one. Can we come across here? Then come up here, 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 and somewhere there, possibly. Now, Baltimore is not a real place. There's going to be no passengers here, so this is just a industry a source for produce. So let's click down here. And ooh, looks very rural. The sort of place you might expect to find corn. So I'm going to put a station in here. It's going to be a freight station. It just needs to be a simple one. I think it's a box one. So no, it's too far. So your bulk. What does bulk mean? Ah, dry bulk. Oh, as opposed to other sorts of bulk. So you'll carry corn. So that is the type of station we want. And you're going to be going up that way. Perhaps put you that way around. I think. Yeah, let's do that. Put you there. And let's draw some. We probably only want single track for the time being, don't we? Well, there are more gradients on the close-up map than there are on the global map, but there you go. Okay, you can go up there. Oh, you are expensive. Yikes. Oh well, we're okay for money actually at the moment. Stop there, I think. So Detroit is a city, so it's likely that we'll want to put more than one train through here. So we'll use a big train station, big freight station, an expandable one. That's the key thing, isn't it? So if we put you like that, so you're coming in that way. That's good, I think. Yeah, and then you can go out down there. It does. Right, I'll put you. Can I then connect that to there? Maximum speed of 60. It's a bit tight, but you can do that. And then coming out this end. No, not like that. Like that is better. And our maximum speed there is 30. That will. Actually, we might want this to be a little bit wider. Certainly if we put more platforms on here. So we'll do that. And then come round here. Again, keeping to 40. Then you can come out here and then join back up to that track there. We are going to need a depot though to get a train on here. Actually, I did put a depot in here in Memphis. Could use that. A bit of a long way around. Do I want to... Ooh. Yeah, go on, put another depot in here. So where should we put this? Just an ordinary depot? I think so, garage, yeah. I need to use the control key to turn you around. There we go. And hopefully I can curve you from there into there. Beautiful. Good, so it knows where to get the train from, hopefully, when I buy one. Now, how much corn is Baltimore going to supply me with? So you are there, and 200. So let's put a train on here. It's going to be a new freight train. It has no engine. You're absolutely right. It has no engine. 84, or one of these little ones that goes at 79. What's your maintenance cost? Oh, sorry, not that one. That one is 4 grand. That one is 2 grand. Yeah, we're going through time, aren't we? So we'll go for a more modern. We'll take the Atlantic, which is, I think, probably the oldest of our sort of usable locos. So you, and we want your dry bulk, I think, aren't you? Yeah, you carry corn. Good. We've got the correct wagon. 10 of those. Okay. 216. God, make it 243. I dare say it'll ramp up production once it gets going. There you are, and you are going on a route from... Oh, hang on, I need to loop around this station as well. Okay, so it's going to complain to me immediately. Yes, that's the route I want, and I know you can't reach anywhere because we are missing essential track. Oops. When you're... okay, this is a Ooh, no, you're not connected. That's better. No, don't do that. So, like that. And you can connect to here. Not the purple, because we're not paralleling. We are... There you go, I think you're right. Excellent. So our latest train, train 31, we can put you on the route. In the meantime, I'm going to change the name of these stations. So this is Baltimore Farms, and Detroit 2 is Detroit Industry. We'll call it that. It's good a name as any. Where's our train? Coming out the depot. Splendid. There are other trains doing... Oh, let's talk about this for a little bit. So on our trains list now here in the economy panel, we get a lot more information more readily available to us. So this is the profit. As you can see, apart from that Detroit to Memphis train is not making much money at the moment, but I'm sure it will once it's completed a couple of journeys. It'll be fine, probably. We also get utilization, which is key really. In terms of the game mechanics, it is key that we get this as high as possible to ensure our trains are operating as profitably as possible. So I mean, this contractor train is 32% used. That's not a problem. This train here, the Indy to Detroit, is only 20% used, which isn't great. But so if we click, that's the wait time, that's the utilization. Again, we may need to look at the timings of that. Is it waiting long enough at the stops? Is it got enough carriages? Too many carriages? All that sort of business. It's going to be, we can look at that. And here is the amount of time it waits in terms of its entire journey, I think. Again, I think this is explained in a tutorial or in the release notes on Steam or Discord. If you're on any of those places, it will tell you that. But yeah, grapes, that's okay. We could look at that. But this is nice. It gives you that information. This is the sort of thing you need if you're aiming for efficiency and profitability and maximizing. Then this sort of information is kind of essential to you to use. Also, you can sort them in terms of lifespan, so you can see which trains are going to be running out very soon. So that train there, yeah, 2.8 years old. We're okay. I don't know if it'll flash up here to tell you it's closer. When it gets into the red, under 2 years, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so that's all good. Good to see my reputation is gradually increasing, which is excellent. We're still waiting to get 300 research points. I mean, I could spend the 100 on some of these other things like refunds and lower costs, building costs, but I want to get into the next era. So for that I need 300 points. I am getting research slightly quicker than I was in previous episodes. I'm now up to 0.9 per minute, whereas previously I was 0.7, which is a bit pitiful really. Right, let's have a look at that train. Which is you. You're still losing me money, which I don't like. Where are you? Oh, you're in the sidings. Okay, good. So how many people are waiting have we got at Detroit going to Memphis? 160. Oh, you're nearly there. Right, so we should see this working then. So once that number for passengers going to Memphis gets to 174, the train will flip and return into the platform. There it goes. Ah, that's so cool. It's a pity it doesn't reverse in, I suppose. But yeah, I'm happy either way. It does what it's supposed to do and keeps that track clear. Excellent. Right, let's fast forward a bit. Here we are in Memphis. And are the number of passengers ready to go back to Detroit? 143. You're not far off, actually. You're not far off. Oh, and there's our regional train waiting for its passengers as well. This is a terminus station at the moment, so having them waiting there on platform is okay, I think. cute how the passengers disappear when you pause the game. Right, that's that done. We've both our contracts fulfilled. So have we got any new contracts? We have. Okay, we need to supply freight into Memphis. Right, okay, there was me talking about passenger services, but the contracts are good for making money. So let's have a look at this. We have got contracts into Memphis from Indianapolis and Charlotte. So that's up there. We have got a freight station there in Charlotte. Obviously we have one in Indianapolis. Actually, if I do that, it allows me to show you one other little thing about signals that's been implemented. Okay, we're going to have to do that then. I think we're going to have to put a freight station around here. And where will it be? I think if we put it north of the city, yeah, we'll put it up there. So we're going to need... So actually these trains from Charlotte and Indianapolis can use the same track. Why? Oh, that's the siding. I just wondered why I've got two stub symbols there, or end of track symbols. It's because they're the sidings, aren't they? Yeah, they could use the same track. There's something I want to show you, and I'm just trying to work out how best I can use this route to show you that feature. But let's get our freight station in here first, shall we? So we're north of Memphis, in the middle of the forest. Oh, I'm sure the environmental activists and persons concerned with the health and security of our planet wouldn't be terribly happy with that. But to be honest, the game developer has given me no choice. I'm afraid I have to put this freight station in the middle, that's the passenger one, in the middle of this forest. So there we are. Sorry, I keep trying to press N and M, which are obviously the rotation keys in a different train game, transport game. You know which one I mean. So, put you in here. Do I want us? We'll put two terminals on there to start with, and we are going to connect you up somehow. Where's our track? Good grief! We are. Oh, that is not north at all. Oh well, no matter. Okay, so I obviously wasn't paying attention to the orientation on the close-up map as to where I was. Use that one. And we'll come off here and go around here, around there, and around there. Okay, good. That'll teach me to pay close attention. There probably is no forest up here, is there? No, it's not quite so forested. Dull. Sorry, developer. It was me that got it wrong. Not your map design. Now we're going to need... Oh, we've got a signal. We've got signals there. Okay. So if we come off here, like so. Track that over that way, I think. Yeah. Yep, that is good. Right, a little bit of signalling. Yep, you're one way. That's excellent. We don't want signals there. Yeah, we'll put signals here. I'm not sure they're strictly necessary or helpful, but we will find out in due course. Some more signals here, and then... Oops, yeah, trying to get them on close tracks can sometimes be a bit clicky. I'll have a signal there, and then one on that side, and then yeah, there and there. Job done. Okay, you're coming up here, so you're going to want to be close there, I think. And coming here to say you've cleared that switch. That's good. Now, we've got a long long blue line there for whatever reason. Okay, so where's that signal? Oh, coming out of there. I think that's too far. We don't need it to be blue all the way through there. But if I put a signal here, that one I do want to be clear through. This one down here. Oh, you're on that, aren't you? Let's see how that works. We should be all right, I think. Probably. Okay, so we should have. Now, I've got loops at both ends, haven't I? So that is Memphis. Yep. And we have got a loop there. Good. Right. Also, it's not there. It's the other end. It's just here that I need to worry about. Okay. Now, what we can do here on these signals is we can say. I need to get to signal mode here. Where's our first signal on this branch off? We can say on this signal here what type of signal it is. And we have a choice here: main, branch, stop, passenger or freight. The passenger and freight ones should be self-explanatory. What it means is that if it's a passenger signal, then only passenger trains are allowed to go down that track. So if you've got a freight train, it will not go past that signal. Now hopefully it won't be on a route there, but I've not tested all that out just yet. Likewise, if I set this one to freight, then only freight trains will go down that line. Isn't that cool? The other choices you have here, again, I've not tested these out fully as yet, but according to the notes, the release notes, the main signal type is the usual default. So if a train can use that route to get to its destination quickest, it will go that way. If you set the signal to branch, then trains will not use that route if possible. Yeah, so this could be a diversionary route for a different type of service. You might help you to differentiate between express and local services, something along those lines perhaps. So branch, trains will not go past that signal if they can avoid it, so they'll not go down that track if there's another route they could use. Stop means they will only take this track if that signal is a waypoint on their route, is how I understand that. Yeah, so if it's set as a waypoint, like we did for those signals in the sidings, if it's set as a waypoint, then the trains will be allowed to use it. But if it's not a waypoint on their route, they will not go down that line. Nice and handy. So it does really help you create interesting and efficient, hopefully efficient routes if you're good at this sort of thing, which I'm certainly not saying that I am. So that's that done. So what we've got, we should now be able to, where's our trains? They're both waiting to go. We have got a contract Indianapolis to Memphis. Let's see if we can do that one. Oh no, the thing is, if I check this out, where are my depots? I think I've got a depot near Indianapolis, haven't I? No. Have I got a depot up at Charlotte? It's up here. So, no. I've got a depot near Memphis. That's not so helpful though. I think a depot round here would be good. Yeah. So what is this? Ooh. Yeah, this is my messed up state. I think I messed this up quite a bit, didn't I, in a previous episode? I might get around to fixing it at one point. So you're okay. So you're going out that way. Does that mean I could I set a bit of track work here to go there. Okay, I've done that. So we could put a depot here and then it would stop at Indianapolis and then go down that way, which gets it up to, I think, the route for Memphis. Yeah, possibly. Right, let's put a depot in here then. Yeah, if I put you there, then we should be able to get some track from there to there. Good. So we should be able to get from Indianapolis to Charlotte. I think we already have services running, but yeah, between those two. So we should be fine. Okay, so let us... actually, what cargo is this? Right, this is boxcar cargo still, so we're good. Our trains can do that. So you are going to go... Let's edit this route. We're going to go from... Indianapolis was one of them, wasn't it? To Memphis. Over there. And then it needs to go to a depot. Okay. Right, we'll do that for the moment. We've got a garage depot here. But if we come out of Memphis freight station there, we should be able to connect this. So we're coming out of here. Which way round is that? That is this way. Yeah, so if we do that, okay, we then should be able to connect onto this track here. It needs to be that one to go into the depot. That's good. It's a bit curly-whirly, but it will do for now, he said. I didn't give Memphis a proper name, did I? Really should do that. Well, I'll call it Memphis Freight Handling because that is what they will be doing. We could give this one its depot a name as well. We'll call it Memphis Depot 1. Okay, so our train here will go from there to there. And it can't get to... okay. Why can it not do that? Alright, what if we change that to Charlotte? Can it get from Charlotte to Memphis? Where the hell is Charlotte? It's up here somewhere. There you are. Without going through. No. Yeah, because there's no connecting track there, is there? Okay. Silly person. Yeah, it goes straight across, doesn't it? Right, we need to connect here. Okay, so down here then. Yep, this is the Indianapolis coming up here. So we need you to connect on here. So you're going up. And we want you to connect over here on this side of the bridge. Can I get you after that signal? That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, put you there and we'll have not a demolition, we'll put a signal in there and we'll make you freight only again. Yeah. And likewise, Charlotte, I imagine, is up there, isn't it? Yes. So we need to do a similar thing coming down from here. So that is this here. So we want to go from here. Again, actually. Ooh, over here. Yeah. And then connect in after that signal. We make it a reasonably good looking bit of track for a change. There you go. And a signal on here, which again we can set to freight only. Now the thing is, of course, by setting these specific signal types and so on, I'm opening myself up to much frustration later on in the game when I decide I want to put different routes, different trains on these tracks. And in fact, then spend half an hour working out why the heck doesn't it work. I used to realise there's one signal in the entire 300 miles of track which isn't set appropriately. So this here, okay, you can get from Indianapolis to Memphis. Right, good. So can I then send you out here to the depot in Memphis? Yes, I can. Awesome. There you go. I'll put you on that route. Away you go. And this one here, let's scroll out a bit again, and you'll be coming. Let's edit this route rather, and from Charlotte Freight you'll be going to Memphis Freight. That's Baltimore, Memphis. Oh, you can even go back. Awesome. But no, you're going to go there. Put you on that route, and you're away. So what are you waiting for? Oh yeah, you're both coming out of the same depot, I imagine. In fact, where are you? Don't click it just the once, that'll do. There. Oh, you are coming out of our funky new Indianapolis depot. Splendid. This contract here, now this requires a new contract car. This is a new contract consist, a dry bulk. And we could do that obviously later on in another episode perhaps. Anyway, let's what have we got here? Let's see what trains we can have. We're going to wrap this up now. We've done what I wanted to do, which was explore those lovely new settings for sidings and signals and stuff, and also introduce more trains into our new region of Memphis here. So we've done what I intended to do, I think. You are the Seattle to Memphis Express, and your path is interesting, right? So your path is blocked by that train at the moment, but that train is going into the Sidings to get out of the way. So it's just delivered its passengers, and our regional express train can carry on its journey to Seattle. That is marvellous, isn't it? So I think that is where we'll finish this episode. We'll just follow our train along here as it heads off into Seattle. And I will say thank you so much for joining me today for this episode of Train World. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, it would be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbsy uppy button. Grand. Even better, if you've got anything to say about what I'm doing with the game or the game itself. Are you playing it? Have you played it? Have you seen what the developer has been doing with it? I mean, it's been out for a little while now, and some people obviously played it when it was first released and thought, oh, that's it then, fair enough. But now it's got all sorts of new features and new options. Are you taking advantage of them? What do you think's going on with the game? Are you enjoying it or otherwise? It would be lovely to hear from you. It would be awesome. Just drop a note into the comments box below. Would be grand. That's the second time I've said that now. I should stop saying that. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to my channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Train World, until the next time, bye-bye for now.